I would like to call all of you as family members of Mega International School. Today I see lot of parents who have taken the trouble to spend some time with all of us, with your children, who are our customers and whom I believe have to enjoy coming to the school every day. If you are not able to do that, it's not your mistake, it's our mistake. As a part of this institution, when we started this school in 2019, we believed that we wanted and will always make that this school is the best school, not only in the world, definitely in your world and our world. We believe that if the child has to come to the school just for learning, maybe there may be many schools and many places where the child can learn. We wanted the child to come and enjoy every moment that the child comes here. It's so precious to us. As all of you know that we as a family, the Manipal group, we started and worked in the field of education since 1907. The first education institution started by my grandfather's grandfather in 1907 was started because the education in that part of the country where Udupi was so poor that there were hardly any schools for the children. A primary school was started by my great-great-grandfather to teach my grandfathers what is education. We are running that school even today. This is in a little village called Kalyanpur, which is about 8 kilometers from the city of Udupi. From then onwards, my grandfathers all believed that we have to create a place for happiness. And that was identified in this plateau of about 600 acres of land called Manipal, which name comes from Mannu Palla. Mannu is clay, Palla is pond. We have got a 65-acre clay pond, which has been in existence since maybe 5,000 or 6,000 years ago. This lake pond, where the lake gives beautiful opportunity to create happiness around that. My grandfather in 1930s used to be a visitor to this lake. And if you ask somebody, where are you going? Oh, Nanu Manipalak alla, Mannu Pallak hogta idene. Mannu Palla was anglicized to Manipal. When they came there, they had a very simple philosophy, which Mahatma Gandhi believed that if you want to make this country a happy country and create opportunity in this country, we have to create self-sufficiency into every village. For this purpose, Manipal was identified as one such village. And my grandfather started 3 main activities for human being, that is food, shelter and clothing. He bought over 107 acres of land at 70 rupees per acre. Was he a rich man? I don't know that. But I knew if he didn't have money, he knew how to get money from other people. So he started a company called Canara Land Investment. He just put 1,000 rupees of his money and he gave shares to all the people in and around Udupi and Manipal, that you are all owners of this place together. So the first crop was paddy, the second crop was grams and dal, the third crop was vegetables. Manipal's food was cultivated by the farmers working with our family in the city of Manipal, where before my grandfather went there, there was not a single soul. So he built houses for them and for himself. I was told in the just in few years' time, there was a very big storm and a big wind which came. Our entire roof of the house was flown away a few kilometers away. So I remember my aunts telling me, they were 6 and 7, 8 years old. They were sitting under a banyan tree the whole night, saying, when the sun comes, when we go back to our original house in Udupi. So, when they found that it is so difficult to live in this place, I mean, forget electricity in those days. Just if you get water, one should be happy. So, but the family decided, no, we will not abandon this plan. We will go there back again. So the family, grandfathers and brothers met together and said that, no, every grandfather will have a house in Manipal. So over a period of next 10 years, couple of grandfathers came, couple of grandfathers stayed in Udupi, and Dr. Pai was practicing in Kadekar for about 18 years. He was the last to come to Manipal. But my grandfather said, I will start 2 industries in Manipal. The first industry that he started was a tile factory, because we wanted to put our own buildings and houses. The laterite stone which is available there was used for walls. Hardly any cement was used. Mostly cement was not available in those days. It was chunna with which we built the house. Then he started, in 1936-37, he started a textile company called Manipal Textiles, with 100 looms for the first time and adding 100 looms after another 3 more years. Manipal started creating its own makan and its own textile, kapda. So the dream of my grandfather came true, that roti, kapda or makan all started in Manipal. Unfortunately, when I was just a 3-year-old kid, in 1956, my grandfather has a massive heart attack and he died at the age of 60. My father and my uncle T.A. Pai, along with their uncle, Dr. T.M.A. Pai, started building the next phase of Manipal. And the next phase of Manipal was to be in education. We saw a great opportunity. In Manipal, the entire South Canara district, the literacy was hardly 12%. 88% of the people did not know even how to sign. So, making sure that every type of education was created, my father had the opportunity to start more than 55 educational institutions in his lifetime. And at least half of them, I was getting involved in one way or the other. So thus, the Manipal name became very famous for education, and later, in 1970s, we started a hospital there, and we got into very deeply into the hospital activity also. But my father had told me and taken a promise from me that when it comes to the field of education and healthcare, as my part of the family is concerned, we will not even take a single rupee out of that. So we believe that when we start a school or a hospital, it is just like starting a temple or a mosque or a church. We don't think what returns will I get, what contribution I can give. Thus we started this mega international school with the name called Manipal International School. And now we are going to have more mega international school in every other parts of the country, and believe that there is a huge opportunity to give right education to the right people at the right time. As we all believe that giving education to every person is like giving instead of giving a fish, you teach fishing and feed him for life. Thus, the education is the one which made a very important tool in our lives. We believe that professional career is very, very important. Today, the change in the professional career is happening so fast. There was a time when I went into college, people used to say either you have to become an engineer or you have to become a doctor. This is going to change in the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm sure all the parents here know that this is changing, and you are also ready for the change. But it is our duty as teachers and administrators. What is the right education we have to give? Just a few months back, I had gone to Calcutta, and I was with my friends. Out of 7 brothers and 1 sister, 6 brothers had gone to IIT, and 1 brother had gone to BITS Pilani. They wanted their only sister to go to one of the IITs or IIM. She missed by few marks. At that time, there were not so many IITs as in today. There were only 5 of them. So they decided to bring her to Manipal. She is a student of Manipal Engineering College. She went with the flying colors. She got married to a doctor and now settled down in, I think, Mathura. And I was talking to them, what is the education for the next generation? Their sons have come and told, Dad, in your time engineering was important or chemistry was important. Today, Google is teaching me everything that I want to know. Wikipedia is giving me all the information I want to know. So that this is the way the education is going to change. And what is very, very important, I mean, I talk to people who are going for recruitment, and they're telling, in the engineering colleges, today you are teaching engineering in the first year, which becomes irrelevant after 18 months because the technology is gone. World is changing. It is changing so fast that every year something new is coming all the time. You take the same stage. If you look at the same picture, last 5 years, how this stage, the change of this own stage, all these lamps, what you can see today, are small diodes, which have made a TV screen here and a TV screen there. This TV screen is going to go everywhere. All the information is available on your fingertips. Do you have to know everything? You must know what you ought to know on that day. If you want to make masala dosa, there will be, I think, Siri or the other one. I'm sorry, I'm an Apple fellow, so that's why I'm Siri. Alexa will tell you how to make a dosa, right? So I remember when my daughters were studying and working in America, they used to call and said, Amma, how much of wagarne I have to put for the bhaji that I have to make? How much of onion? Is it 1:1, 1:2? Now everything is taught, was available in Google, and now it is in AI. The AI will teach you everything what you want to do. So will you become useless? No, you will have to do something else more better than what AI is doing. That is the way the world is changing so fast. By the time we think 1 year is over, we know we should change again. So that will be the idea, and that is the way the education will go. Our school has been awarded for its holistic development in terms of innovative academics, focus on sports, social and environmental, emotional development, IT skills, career, and everything that is wanted, we want to give to the next generation of students. I know during COVID time, my teachers and the principal and Sammy, they worked day in and day out, as you know, to make sure that we keep the young students actively involved into their life. My humble request to each parent, please don't think this school belongs to Mr. Pai or our principal or Sammy. It belongs to you. Manipal means many people coming together. What Manipal happened is what my father taught me in the last 40 years of my life. Nowadays, it is no Manupanda. It is many pals coming together in life. Many pals, all of you have come here without, we have not asked for your religion. We have not asked for which place you come from. You have come as partners with us. Let us be great partners. Let us build a good institution. And if there is any problem with us, please come back to us and tell us, these are the improvements we have seen. These are the improvements we want. This is what is done in some other school. We have to do it better than that in the school. So that our children, when they go back, we not only the rank holders, they will do everything that is possible in their life to become a successful human being, to build this country into a great country in the years to come. I wish each and every one of you on this day, when we all meet once in a year, to share and see that the sharing becomes caring and caring becomes success. Wish you all the best. Thank you again once.